This is not a traffic stop, and I have not broken a law. What am I under arrest for?
Conduct. Get out of the car.
What disorderly conduct?
Get out of the car. We'll talk about it. But right now, you're resisting arrest.
Get out of the car. We're going to drag you out. We're going to break your window, drag you out.
This man was simply sitting in his car, parked peacefully on his own legally owned property. No crime committed, no legitimate reason. Yet a group of officers suddenly stormed in and shouting threats and making completely unlawful demands. But instead of panicking or backing down, he stood his ground and defended his constitutional rights to the very end. That's when things began to escalate. True to their pattern, these officers did what they do best when challenged: abuse their power, intimidate, and attempt to twist the law to fit their narrative. But this time, they picked the wrong guy. Standing before them wasn't just another uninformed citizen, it was a true professional. With calm clarity, and astonishing resolve, he dismantled every unconstitutional argument they threw at him. It was a brutal lesson in the law, so brutal, you could almost hear their egos deflating and their pride shattering into pieces on the very ground they thought they controlled.
What? I'm on private property, boss. Have I broken a law?
Step out of the vehicle, please.
Have I broken a law?
No, but we're officer safety. We don't know what's in the vehicle.
Right.
I'll let you step out and we can talk.
Well, this isn't a traffic stop, and I haven't broken a law.
You're a lawful order.
This is not a traffic stop, and I have not broken a law. I'm under arrest? What am I under arrest for?
Conduct. Get out of the car.
What disorderly conduct?
Get out of the car. We'll talk about it. But right now, you're resisting arrest.
Get out of the car. We're going to drag you out. We're going to break your window, drag you out.
For what conduct did I do that was disorderly? You witnessed disorderly conduct?
Arrest 13-1904.
You witnessed disorderly conduct? Wait, you witnessed disorderly conduct to arrest me?
Out of the car.
Is there a sergeant here?
My lieutenant's right here.
Okay, you witnessed disorderly conduct to arrest me, Lieutenant? Well, he's saying I'm under arrest.
So once we're on the window, we'll talk to you.
Well, am I under arrest or not?
Well, that's what happened. So we're doing...
So I'm not under arrest and they just threatened arrest?
You're being lawfully detained.
Okay, I'll agree with you there. Clearly I'm being lawfully detained. Am I under arrest like this officer just said? You said I'm not.
What did I tell you?
Well,
Being detained, right? Sir, please step out of the vehicle.
no.
Okay.
So I said I'll talk to you.
Okay. Do you have any weapons in your car?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
Because this is a big difference between us taking you out or not. So you can roll down the window the whole way and let us see your hands.
Okay. You guys have my. You can see my hands. You can see my hands.
Okay. This isn't an agreement.
Bro.
We're getting to the point where this isn't an agreement.
I understand my rights. I know officer safety. Seeing both of my hands right now. If it's a lawful traffic stop. On private property?
Stopping you.
Yeah, so what am I being stopped for?
You want to talk about why we're here?
I want to know. He said I'm under arrest, and you said maybe. Now I'm not stopped for a traffic stop. Clearly.
You're being legally detained.
Okay, to investigate something. To investigate something?
Yes.
Okay. What are you investigating?
Disorderly conduct.
Okay. Well, it wasn't disorderly. So, what do you want to know?
What happened? What?
I mean, I have on film me just talking to him very, he was not, we weren't agreeing, but it wasn't yelling. There was no threats. There was no, there was no threat.
Hand on the window.
This one, the one holding the phone?
Another one. That one. Put it on your window. There you go. Perfect.
Okay, I'm Italian. I'm sorry. Look, it's literally involuntary when I talk, it comes up. So I'm not trying to do anything. I always thought that was weird, but it is. Look, I'll roll it down a little more for you. Last night, an employee came in and harassed me about my service dog. That was the start of it all, okay? And he said I needed to have a vest on, which I don't. Their rules say you don't need a vest. This happened at another park, which is why I know, and he's pointed to some sign about fake service dogs and really escalated. I mean, first he came in the room and yelled, like, I was in there by myself. It was like 10 o'clock at night. He comes in the door and says, doesn't even know anyone was walking in. Hey, what's going on in here? Like, what the fuck, man? And I'm like, what? And so he's like, you can't have dogs in here, and you can't have your bike up here. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Because my bike, I rolled it up to set up because I was just using the internet. And, anyway, man, I told him, dude, you're out of line. You need to go. And by the time I pulled my phone out when I started filming, then he totally changed his demeanor. It was like, oh, well, I'm just going to leave, right? So then this morning I start texting to try to get the manager's name because I wrote up what happened and I was going to send it to the manager. So security texts me back saying like they got my site number yesterday. So I'm like, okay. So I text him back, hey, can I get the manager's name? And I got all this in here. He printed it out. Actually, that's what's in his hand. I said, hey, can I get the manager's name and email address? Won't give it to me. He's gonna talk to you at 10:30, whatever. I said, okay, can I please get the manager's name and email address? But no response. Hey man, I got something in writing I want to send him. Can I please get the manager's name and email address? Won't give it to me. Okay, who's the security guard right now refusing to give me the manager's name and email address? Won't give it to me. And then so you can go read the text. This is what they're trying. This is why they called you. Because I asked him why. Because I heard them say the sheriff's here. I'm like, why did you guys call the sheriff? And when I was going out to breakfast, I just stopped to ask. I wanted to just get the security guard's name because I'm going to file all this with their corporate. And so when I was stopping there, I hear him on the phone saying sheriff's going, and then he goes, oh, I think he's at the door right now. And so he opens it up with this, shit-eating grin and starts like being real evasive at the door. Like, oh, I told the manager this. I'm like, oh, so you're the security guard? Okay, well, let me get your name. Was not rude, nothing. It's all, I filmed it too. I'm filming every interaction with staff from here on out. Super calm, quiet, just, oh, okay. He wouldn't give me his name, but it was on his jacket. So I'm like, finally, okay, here's your name. What's the manager's name? So then he finally gives it to me. So I did engage him a little bit, like, dude, why was that so hard? Why'd I have to ask 4 times for a manager's name? Like, that's how you treat guests here? And so then he goes, well, the sheriff's going down to talk to you right now. I was like, well, where's the manager? Because that's who I want to talk to. I have no reason to talk to the sheriff. He said, manager in the office. That's when I came up here. I talked to him. He clearly is taking his lying. His staff says this dog, dude, it's a 6-year-old service dog. This dog charged him, he says, when he walked in the room. Complete lie. Zero aggression. Never had any incidents with my dog, period. So I filmed it. I was walking out, and they freaking acted like I just robbed a bank, and we're going on the radio. He's getting his truck. I'm like, what the fuck? And bro, I'm here. I'm a guest. I pay. I have leaser's rights. I paid $6,500 to be a member in this. I have no disorderly conduct. I haven't done anything other than express how they should be treating guests. And yeah, I have PTSD. Maybe I get a little loud, but there's no threats. There's no nothing. They are the ones that are inflicting emotional distress. They're the ones that are escalating things and just subversively escalating it, where they can still be like, well, we didn't call you a fucking asshole, but we acted like you were one and just were so evasive, we're gonna frustrate the situation so that you become one. So that's where it's at, man.
All right, sir. All right, sir. So the manager wants you trespass from the property.
I have leaser's rights. You guys don't have the authority to get me off of here unless I've committed a crime.
So, like you said, it's private property. No, you don't.
I have leaser's rights. I'm part of the private property, boss. I got a lease for a $6,500 contract.
Okay, let me talk to dispatch for a second. We can work this out.
Yeah, how about these guys and how about me and you talk and these guys just cover?
Have your ID by chance, sir?
If I haven't broken a law, I'm not giving you my ID.
No, you're being lawfully detained. The reason
Hey, stop talking to me. Your lieutenant's talking to me. You shit-eating grin.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, look at you. You just want to shoot somebody or beat their ass. This is the kind of cop that we all know is out looking for trouble. We all saw that grin. We know he wants to bust this window and drag me out. This one here too. This one de-escalating, super good. Okay, you can tell why he's the lieutenant. Can these guys look at that face? Just run his plate. Oh, let's just get it. We can get it either way because it's crack. We need his ID. It's crack cocaine, man. We got to get that ID. Here's, look at. We'll see what this one is. No bald head, so a little bit of a.
All right, sir. So
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your lieutenant. Cover, contact, cover.
I don't
okay?
know how to do this. So.
Well, you're the only one that's not aggravating me and seems to be level-headed enough. These guys clearly want to escalate, pull me out of the truck and beat my ass, take me to jail. These guys over here just don't want to be wrong and get corporate ball because they already screwed up. I am by myself. I've been a member of this for over 2 years. I haven't broken any laws.
Don't go anywhere. Just wait.
Can I get your name and badge number, boss?
11041.
What's your name? What's your name? What was your name and badge number real quick? I didn't get yours.
my first name is Patrick. Last name is Bain. 10337.
All right, thank you.
So do you camp here or?
I full time. I'm part of this.
Okay,
I was just telling him this is like a timeshare for RVs.
Okay.
You buy a membership in. You can ranges from like $6,000 to $16,000, and then you pay yearly dues, and then you travel full time through the system throughout the U.S.
So it's kind of like a landlord tenant.
Yes.
Thing. Okay.
I would say that would be the closest thing.
Okay. Because my understanding was you were just a camper.
No.
Staying for.
I have a contract for a lifetime membership in this
How long
park.
have you been?
Over 2 years.
Here?
Oh, at this park? Just
Yeah.
last night I got here.
Oh, just last night.
But I've been in the system for over 2 years.
What system?
They're 1,000 trails.
Okay. So
Right. Like I mean, it's, I don't want to give you like the whole pitch, but it's like 3 different things. Thousand Trails covers them. There's RPI, Encore. I mean, it's basically, to sum it up, it's like a long-term lease agreement where you get to move your RV onto their properties around the U.S.
Okay, so it's one big.
Thousand Trails is the one that I'm a part of. They have, so that's for all intents and purposes. That's who I signed a contract with.
Okay.
Yes, Thousand Trails.
You
And
live here. You're gonna live here permanent.
No, I travel in their system full time.
Okay.
So you go 3 weeks and you travel park to park. That's how it works. That's why it's like a timeshare, because you're not. You can come back. Like I can go somewhere else and then just come right back here, but you just stay. And then you do Thousand Trail. You're just in their system the whole time though.
That's interesting.
It is. I mean, for RVers, it's pretty awesome, but.
So did everybody kind of explain why we're here in the first place?
Well, I had to figure it out. No, this I when I came out of it, basically because I said the word escalate in a text is what it's coming down to. Because I asked him what was threatening. When I have it all on film too, I videotaped my whole interaction with him in the office, so he can't say like his employee did. He can't lie and say my dog or me charged him.
Would you mind me explaining why we're here? The call we got.
Oh yeah, no, great.
So, and just try to put yourself in our shoes.
I will.
Into this.
I will try.
Okay. So we're getting told that there's a threatening call. Okay. That there's a male subject, yourself, described in your truck, that had threatened a security guard last night and was getting into his face last night.
Did you ask what he did to threaten him?
Just hold on.
Okay, sorry, you're right. I'm sorry. Let me shut up. Yeah.
So us as deputies are responding because now we're being told that there's another male subject, such as yourself, back at the gate, being disorderly, everything like that. Okay?
It's on film, just so you know. But yeah,
I'm sure it is. But again,
yep. I hear you, bro. I hear you. You were pulling away as I pulled up, but yeah.
Okay. So we don't know exactly what's going on. Okay. All we know is that there was a disorderly individual going around,
reported, yeah,
being disorderly, yelling, threatening people. Okay. So disorderly conduct is basically making unreasonable noise, using language that provokes another,
threats,
or serious disruptive behavior. Okay.
Sure.
So obviously threatening, everybody understands what threatening is. Basically, I threatened to hurt you or whatever, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess I have a big question though, because that happened last. Oh, go ahead. Okay, yeah.
I'd be happy to answer that for you. Okay. So us coming in as blind, we don't know exactly what is going on, right? So we are told that there's you now at the office, unknown what's going on over there. Okay. So we come in, we see you pulling out.
So they definitely jacked you up. Okay.
So
yeah.
At that point,
I'm seeing now how this happened.
If somebody's driving away from, say, a domestic violence situation.
Okay.
We can stop that vehicle.
Yeah.
We have reasonable suspicion to detain that
So
vehicle.
that's how you guys are coming at this. Like you don't know if there's a dead body in there.
We have no idea. Okay? We don't.
Because of how they're telling you. Because this is what I'm saying. This morning, to even call you, why was you called? Because I didn't have any interaction with any staff member.
Game before?
Well, yeah, but that's not my problem. That's them jacking stuff up.
I know, I get that. But you played that game before?
Yeah.
Where one person says one thing and it goes down the line?
Yeah.
So now these people tell our dispatch what's going on. Our dispatchers are trying to type it in and tell us at the same time what's going on, so things might get lost in translation. Okay. So we have to react with what's coming in through the radio and on the screen of a disorderly male subject that has been threatening in the past. We see you leaving. We stopped you. Okay. And this is technically it is a traffic stop.
Well,
because again, we need to detain the suspect.
It's stopping a vehicle, but it's not a lawful traffic stop.
It is, because we are detaining
You're detaining an individual. You're not creating a traffic stop where I broke a law, right? You don't know if a law is broken. You're investigating.
We have reasonable suspicion.
Reasonable suspicion.
That a law was broke. That's why you're detained.
Yeah, I got that.
So when a law enforcement officer...
But coming out telling me I'm under arrest when you see no weapons, don't see me being disorderly, and telling me you're going to bust my window and jacking it up, that's pretty freaking out of line, dude.
Let me explain that, okay? So when we ask you, please step out of the car...
And I don't have to. If I haven't broken a law or I'm not on a traffic stop, that's MIMS, right?
Pennsylvania versus MIMS is a driver has to step out of a vehicle.
On a lawful traffic stop.
Which this is a lawful
This is not a lawful traffic stop. You can disagree on that. Go ahead.
Let's agree to disagree, okay?
Fair enough.
So,
if you could tell me the traffic violation that I had to encounter...
It doesn't have to be a traffic violation.
It does. Okay. I believe it does. Or you have to witness me breaking the law. Okay. Right?
It's reasonable suspicion to detain.
I know. Okay, I agree. I'm sorry. So, I'm still jacked up and I'm still defensive. I'm really not trying to make it worse.
I'm just trying to talk with you. And
I know you are. I appreciate it. I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to get my side in a little bit, so because it's on
Absolutely.
film and you know where this is
100%.
going. Yeah.
Okay, so when we ask people to step out of a vehicle and they refuse, that's refusing a lawful order. That is-
If it's a lawful order to be given,
Okay.
but let's leave that alone because we're done with that, right?
yes.
Okay.
So you refused. That's why we told you were under arrest.
Yeah, but it wasn't a real arrest, and we're done with that, right?
So understand that's why we're here. That's why we're detaining
that's why you called,
That's why
yeah.
we're talking with you.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
So talking with them.
Yeah.
I don't believe there's probable cause to arrest you for disorderly conduct.
I would agree with that.
Okay. 100%. I agree. All right. Now
Or trespass.
they say they want you trespassed. However,
They don't have the right.
that's why I'm talking to you, trying to figure it out. Okay.
You're
Sounds
gonna need
like-
to
it
get
sounds
corporate
like-
and the property owner involved.
It sounds like you have bought basically a piece of property and you're living on it temporarily. Okay. To us, that sounds more like a landlord-tenant thing.
That's the closest I
I
can
don't know,
see.
and I'm going to be honest. I don't know.
I agree.
What
It's a weird one
It
for
is.
me too. I don't know how to
It's a
explain
big
it.
civil.
But I know I have rights. I have a contract. I've made my payments. I'm up to date. I know all that on that side for them to be able to
So what?
say anything on that. So I have a contract in my thing, and
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call our county attorney and explain all this to them, and because I want their help in determining what's going to be the best solution for everybody.
sure.
Does that make sense?
I mean, I don't know what they would have in
don't
it,
know. I
but
wanted-
I wouldn't mind hearing what they had to say in a way. I know it's really only looking to jack me up,
No.
but I'm pretty confident in my standing, so I'm not really worried about
We're
it.
not looking to
But
arrest you at all.
not even arrest, just trespass. Just if they had, to do that means you're looking to further it to see if you could come back and trespass me because the attorney says you could. That's where I'm saying you're going with it.
We still have to figure it.
And so I understand as a cop, you're really not looking for my best interest by doing it, but I'm also pretty good at standing on my own 2 feet and say, hey, whatever. If I thought I was wrong, I'd leave. I mean, I'm a man, dude. I'm 50 years old. I got wheels on my house.
I didn't
the reason,
get your name. I'm sorry.
Corey.
Corey.
The reason I'm staying is because I have a right to stay and I haven't done anything wrong.
And we're going to figure that out, Corey. All right. Thank
Corey, I
you.
apologize. I made a mistake in saying that.
Bro,
you're
I
under
really
arrest
appreciate
for
that.
disorderly conduct, but there is a crime being investigated regardless.
I totally get
The
it.
new information is not disorderly conduct. It could be trespassing, like you said.
Well,
So.
yeah, I appreciate you apologizing for the way you came up. It was pretty freaking aggressive, and yeah, it would have went sideways real quick. I would have lost, but it would have just been bad, dude. I'm not that kind of guy. It doesn't work for guys like me, man. Like, I understand. I know what you guys are taught. I just wish you guys would look at videos online and realize the way things are going from the way you're taught. It's bad news, man. Like, there's too much evidence out there now to show what good policing is and bad policing. And like I said, you could always shoot me. Like, dude, you don't need to tell me you're going to bust my window out and do all that. You can always do that later. I didn't present a gun, a weapon. I'm not trying to be threatened with you guys. I know you guys, I didn't realize how bad they made it look, but I knew you guys were coming in on a little bit of bad information after he told me escalate in there made him feel threatened. When I'm talking about, like, filing a lawsuit or contacting corporate. But that's big of you. I don't want to give you a freaking earful. I appreciate that. Then you're ready.
Well, like we was explaining, when we get calls like this, it's something you roll in hot.
I mean, I kind of get it. I just,
By the time we get it
I
from
don't know,
dispatch,
man.
it sounded like you were yelling right now in front of the office, and that's why we came in so hot.
okay. Well, I wasn't. I mean, I wasn't at all. I actually wanted to leave in there. The guy kept trying to get me to look at the email on my phone. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not going to turn my freaking video off until I'm out of this office and away from you guys because I don't trust any of you. And now I know why. I mean, it was good of me to do because I see what they did.
That's also why we stop people and we speak to them before we do anything.
I mean, I get it, dude. I know I'm not a small guy. I know. I'm like, I don't even try, and people tell me I'm intimidating. Like, it's actually kind of frustrating because I really just like being left alone. And I got PTSD, so if I get upset, you just kind of, your shoulders go back, and it's like, but dude, I'm not putting hands on anybody. I'm not freaking, like, that's just, again, I'm old. I've been through that shit, and I'm done, man. It's just like, I'll put it on paper and end up getting some money out of it in the long run. I'm not going to go do something stupid like over a freaking campground dickhead staff member. But I mean, I kind of get, dude, like I said, I do understand the way they train you, how you act, but dude, you could get a 1-up with a cop when I was growing up. if you, I mean, he'll take his badge off, fucking duke him with you. You can't do that anymore because there's cameras. I understand it, but like, cops didn't mind going hands on. It wasn't a big deal to fight. You subdue someone. It wasn't always about fucking the bat belt where you just got to like break windows, stun him. It's like, dude, I'll just whoop your ass. I'll just train and beat your ass. Like, if you want to do that, and if you need to, you pull out your equipment and use it. But like, it's really sad how cops, not saying you guys are some pretty meat eater type, cops are just such pussies that they freaking jack stuff up because they get scared, literally scared. They're not even just there to put it in control. Taking a situation in control, dude, that's what you're there for. But being scared when you get there to do it, not you again, I'm just saying like in general, police, it's scary to see what we see online, man. It's what is like 90% of problems where I think if cops were just more confident in their hand skills, where they knew, dude, I'll just choke this guy out if I need to. I don't have to like worry about it. If he doesn't have, you know, I mean, cops used to take on dudes with knives. One guy would come, blindside him, fucking run right through him like a train, knock him on the ground. 2 or 3 cops would just jump on top of him, spread his arm out, throw it in an arm bar. It was done. Like, I've seen that. I grew up in Southern California. That was policing back in the day. And it's just trippy to see how it's changed, and now it just escalates so freaking quick, man. No cop wants to like just, you know, wait and see like, oh, I can take this dude. I'll let and see if he's going to get out of line for a second. They just instantly think he's already out of line, and I'm going to do, you know, I'm going to take it to level 10 and put him in cuffs. And like, as a citizen going into it, knowing that's your mentality, it's frustrating too. Because like, honestly, like I said, I'm really glad this lieutenant showed up, because it 100% would have went south if just these 2 guys were here. I wouldn't have got out. I mean, that's just how it is. I know I didn't break the law. And I would have filed a civil lawsuit. Again, I would have lost in the short run and won in the long, but, you know, it's just how it goes. I mean, just out of curiosity, if I am detained and he says this is a traffic stop, which it's not, isn't a reasonable amount of time being conducted at this point? You guys know, I mean, I'm not disorderly. If you're going to trespass me, you can always email me or come by my campsite. Is there a reason that I still need to stay here? Can I go get breakfast?
Well, reasonable time would be, we're still working out the situation.
Isn't it 20 minutes for a traffic stop?
There's no specific time. It's just reasonable time. And if they're still working on it, the reasonable time.
I mean, I feel like after his conversation, what exactly are we waiting on? I guess is like, it's been about 10 minutes since he said, hang on a second.
He's talking to Lieutenant.
And what? Here we go.
I'm terrible with names. Corey, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, you're free to go.
Okay.
What we're going to tell them is this is kind of a big civil issue, and that you guys need to basically figure it out, court, through eviction.
And just stay away. I mean, I already texted them saying I don't want to talk to any staff, everything in writing, and they can do the same.
What I'm going to tell you is don't talk to them. Stay
100%. Yeah. Please tell me. Trust me, I'm on that.
The fact that you recorded that interaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that helps with whatever side. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to show me the recording?
Yes. Okay. I will show you the recording of in here.
Of the
now that we're done, you release me and we're good to go. I'll shut off my phone and
you're 100%
I'll just show you so that you can get the tone of what was going on in there. And anyone watching this, if I never come back, you know why.
Once again, we witness a group of officers acting as if they stand above the law, storming in like they've caught a dangerous criminal, despite the fact that no crime had been committed. They shouted, threatened, and talked about smashing windows and dragging a man out of his car, all based on a vague and misleading complaint from a security guard. Instead of conducting an objective investigation, they chose a hostile, aggressive, and authoritarian approach, completely betraying their sworn duty to serve and protect. The officers in this video repeatedly violated the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution, specifically the right to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures. Demanding a citizen exit their vehicle, threatening to break the window, and claiming he was under arrest without any concrete evidence of a crime is a clear overreach of their legal authority. Worse yet, their misuse of the term disorderly conduct to justify their actions when no threat or danger was present reveals a deliberate distortion of the law to cover their abuse of power. But the man in this video, unlike many who are crushed under the weight of authority, stood his ground. He knew his rights, remained calm, and even attempted dialogue despite provocation. With solid legal knowledge and unshakable composure, he not only protected himself but exposed the unlawful tactics of those sworn to uphold the law. This is a lesson not just for police, but for every citizen. Know your rights, dates, understand the law, record everything, and never back down in the face of abuse. One man, one phone, one unbreakable spirit, and an entire system forced to look itself in the mirror. This isn't law enforcement. It's organized intimidation disguised as justice. A group of armed officers, instead of acting with professionalism and composure, chose to shout in the face of an unarmed, law-abiding citizen who was simply sitting in his vehicle on his own legally owned property. They didn't come to ask questions. They came to issue commands. They weren't there to engage, and they came to impose. Every word, every action revealed their mindset. We're the police. We do what we want. That's not authority. That's abuse of power. They hide behind the word safety to justify brutality. They wield the phrase disorderly conduct like a legal spell to silence any resistance, regardless of what's right or wrong. Even when their misconduct is pointed out, they twist the law to defend their actions rather than admit fault. And worst of all, they don't care about the truth. They don't listen. They don't investigate. All they need is a pretext, and when none exists, they create one. This mindset is exactly what erodes public trust and cracks the foundation of the American justice system.